On today's video, we're going to shoot some video with the iPhone 17 Pro Max. I'm going to shoot a little bit in the 100mm range and the 200mm range and a few other ranges. That's the range that I would really like to be able to shoot in for making like travel videos or any type of YouTube videos. You get that extra 100 to 200mm range that you normally wouldn't be able to get unless you brought along a larger camera. So I've got a lot of video footage of those different ranges and more. Plus, I'm going to be panning from right to left on a tripod. Some of the video was shot with a gimbal. Some of it was shot on a tripod. So we're going to be doing some panning when I'm on the tripod. So to get started, first, we're going to make some coffee. Yep, make some coffee and then eat some breakfast and then take the iPhone 17 Pro Max out and start shooting. So let's get going. Let's start off by grinding up some fresh coffee beans and making some coffee. Now, all of this video today is shot at 54 BPS using H.265 and using the brand new Log 2 setting at 4K 29.97. And I'm using the Blackmagic camera app, and this is right now at 48mm. Gonna pour over some coffee here, make some coffee and then some breakfast before we get ready to go out and shoot. But this is all shot with the iPhone 17 Pro Max, as you can see. Now we're going to turn this coffee into black or bulletproof coffee. I'm going to add some butter to it, and then I'm going to add some cocoa to it. Yum, yum. Not going to add any sweetener. I've got used to not having it with sweetener. Not as good, but not bad. Now there's a lot to like about the iPhone 17 Pro Max for both photo and video because, hey, it's in your pocket. And I'm going to be shooting a lot in the 100mm range and a lot in the 200mm range. Oh boy, that coffee looks good. Now let's make some breakfast. My wife's on the ball here. She's got the breakfast going, grinding up, well, not grinding up, but putting some ground beef in there and some eggs. The perfect keto breakfast. I think this was that 100mm. I'm zooming in. I'm on a tripod. Everything shot in log. Now, all the color looks and editing, I'm not really using LUTs. I'm just editing each clip per clip to my liking for this first look video. Oh, let's add a little bit of hot sauce in there. Now, next, I'm going to show a ND filter system that I was trying to use. I bought this on Amazon, and I asked in Amazon if it was compatible with the iPhone 17 Pro Max, and of course it said it was. You buy so many things where it says it is and you find out it's not. So I wanted to use my filter system on here to get the right shutter speeds and so on for shooting video. But as you can see, as you turn it over, it really doesn't fit well. Light leaks all through these two different sides, and on this side it's rubbing against the metal housing of the new camera area. So I'm going to have to send this back. I tried to use it a little bit here at the very beginning, but you can see light leaking in. We're going to see that in just a moment. Here we go. Every time you see a little bit of a light leak, there it is, light leaking in. And you can see I am shooting on a gimbal here. Another light leak coming in. So basically, this filter system is useless for the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Now, this is what the Log 2 footage looks like unedited. And there I added an edited look to it, and I'm panning across to there, following him with the cell phone on the gimbal. And here's another Log 2 look. I'm walking on the gimbal. I do not have this locked focus, so you do at one point see a little bit of focus breathing because I'm walking and moving right there. A little bit of focus breathing it did. Not that big of a deal. I gave it this kind of a color look. I thought this looked good. And then the next clip is going to be similar. I'm panning over some bush areas by the edge here. Now for this next shot, we're going to go really wide. Here's what the Log 2 looks like. And this is the 13mm wide lens. I thought this was a great location to show this. I shoot here quite a bit to show things like this, like walking through a wide tunnel. Nice little vortex looking area. But it's really neat that you can have go from 13 millimeter wide all the way to 200 millimeter with a little device in your pocket. Now, when you get into the 100 millimeter and the 200 millimeter ranges, you really need a tripod or a gimbal. Now here, I was lucky to get this bird at 200 millimeter. Even on the gimbal, you can see I've got a little bit of movement here. You really need to be on a tripod at 200 millimeter. And here I'm on the gimbal, and next I'm going to shoot out to some people out in the ocean at 200 millimeter. It works, it does it, but even on the gimbal, there's a little bit of movement. It's hard to hold that at that range. But later coming up, we're going to use a tripod, and it's going to look a lot better. Okay, let me break in here real quick and remind you to like and subscribe to the channel. So now back to the video. Now we're going to go down to the beach area under the pier that we were just at. We got some treasure hunters here looking for gold. And here's the pier that we were just standing on. And once again, this is all with the gimbal, and there's 200 millimeter holding it with the gimbal. What's great is, like, for travel videos or any type of videos that you're making, bring a little small tripod and get these 100 millimeter to 200 millimeter range shots. Now here you can see there's quite a bit of a bad lens flare happening. Not much I could do about that. It's from the lens. Now this was handheld. I just jumped out of the car real quick. Beautiful day. I wanted to get this building. Little shaky. That's handheld. Now we're on a tripod. 200 millimeter. Bird way up on top of the light post. And now we're doing a little bit of panning using the cell phone on the tripod. And this is 200 millimeter. It's not bad. You could definitely use any of this and cut it into other video clips that you need. And this guy caught a fish. Somebody's got a little doggy here. We're going to walk down this deck here and shoot some more. This is 200 millimeter, this boat going one way. And I'm going to grab this other boat as he's coming out from under the bridge here. He's going to come out from the shadow into the sun area. And this is just fantastic that you could grab something like this with your cell phone now. 200 millimeter on a tripod. I get a little bit of a bounce every once in a while because I am on a deck and people are walking by me a little bit or around me, and it bounces the deck a little bit. So when you see something bump a little bit, that's why. Guy putting his shirt on out there. Okay, this is what 100 millimeter looks like. And I'm going to switch to 200 millimeter. It looks like it's a little bit softer, but still very usable. Not bad at all. It beats bringing a large camera around with you with a heavy lens and a bag to carry it all with you. You'd have to really plan that out and carry all that extra gear with you instead of just having a cell phone in your pocket and a small tripod. Here we go, 100 millimeter. I'm going to zoom to 200 millimeter. These are some very strange looking boats. They look low. It looks like it could be a lot of fun, actually. And here I'm panning up using the tripod. And here we're 200 millimeter. Got some jet skiers going by out there. And here I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pick them up going that way and then follow along with this boat going this other way. All panning because I'm using a tripod. I'm going to grab them again, 200 millimeter, to show a little bit more of that. And this is a little bird sanctuary out there at 200 millimeter. We're almost to the end of the video now, so I'm hoping you're enjoying it. Here's another 200 millimeter shot, the perfect kind of thing that you would want to get for a vacation video or showing something at a distance, cars, motorcycles, or anything like that. Okay, that's it. That was my first look, taking out the iPhone 17 Pro Max and shooting. We actually shot in 2 days in a row. We hope you liked it. We're going to shoot a lot more, try a lot of different settings, and we'll see you next time.